Hello, people. This is another day today, February 16th, 2021. And my name is AdejokeBadagry. We are live at the Badagry Museum. As you can see, Badagry Heritage Museum, that's where we are now. And so, in commemoration of the Black History Month, it's a sad day for me. I know it just didn't happen, but it's still a sad day for me. You can see, here's the sign where you see our ancestors, our fathers, our mothers, our children were taken out of their will. They were stolen from Africa, most especially Badagry. Slavery started in Badagry and ended in Badagry. You know, so today we remember our ancestors were taken out of their own volition. They were stolen. They were stolen from the market. They were stolen on the farm. They were stolen where they were returning to their the children, where they were returning to their parents. You know, and some of them were even sold, even by our own forefathers. They were sold in exchange for mirrors, for whiskeys, for whatever. I mean, a whiskey would take like 10 able-bodied men. 10 able-bodied men. A mirror would take like 6 able-bodied women. And all of them were taken in shackles. They were taken in shackles on their neck, on their feet, on their hands. They were tied back out of their will and taken to the point of no return across the lagoon to be sold, to be taken onto the ship, onto destination unknown. Destination unknown, people. How callous can that be? You can imagine being taken at this age and age out of your own will, taken from your family, taken away from your heritage, taken away from everything you know, your culture, your food, your heritage, out of your will. You were taken away and, you know, taken to the land of the unknown. Where you start a new life. A new life as a slave. Now, compare that to modern slavery. Modern slavery, where we take ourselves, you know, not by force, but taken abroad by ourselves. We go abroad ourselves to be taken into slavery. Only we were not taken in shackles. They were still in slavery. Modern day slavery. So people, this is the Badagry Heritage Museum, where you will see everything that happened in the 14th century when slavery started. You will see everything pictorial that will represent how they were taken away. They were taken away from us, never to return to their family. And you have some of them today bearing green, some of them today bearing all kind of names that you know that you can never relate with. My name is AdejokeBadagry. I know my roots, I know my heritage, I know my culture. But unfortunately, my forefathers, they do not know their heritage again. They don't know their culture. They don't know what is happening. They are lost forever. Some of them are returning to their roots. Some are able to return to wherever they want to go to. But today, I tell you, people, come back to your roots. Come back to the basics. People in the diaspora, whether you are lost in the Americas, in the Europe, come back. From Brazil, we have our brothers there. They are lost heritage. They are lost and lost. But they can come back home. Come back home. This is Badagry. Badagry, where it all started. Today, I'm going to be speaking to the person in charge of Badagry Heritage Museum, Mr. Peter Mesewaku. He's going to be telling us much more about this museum, this Heritage Museum. So, Mr. Peter, it's nice seeing you. We're doing this in commemoration of the Black History Month that will showcase every evil they have done to our forefathers, our ancestors, all the evil done in pictures, man, this will bring you to tears, I tell you. I mean, he knows it, he is going to tell you. I can't really tell you everything, but he's so much in charge. And people, take a listen. Help me welcome Mr. Peter Misiwako. Hello, Mr. Misiwako. Nice to see you today.
You're welcome, one of the oldest port in West Africa was built here in Badagry in the year 1510.
Did you hear that? The oldest port built in Badagry in the year 1510.
And also one of the oldest slave markets along the west coast of Africa, called the Plinketing slave market, was established here in Badagry in the year 1502. So annually over 17,000, you know, historically, Badagry and Huida in the Republic of Benin were referred to as the slave coast in the history books.
Badagry and Huida in Benin Republic.
You see, when they arrived, when European, you know, the Portuguese first came, so for convenience, West Africa was divided into 4, and it was named after that primary product that was obtained from that particular region. We have the Green Coast, that is around Sierra Leone.
Green Coast, that will be
Sierra Leone. We have the Gold Coast, Ghana, and we have the Slave Coast,
which is Nigeria. Oh my God, Badagry to be precise. And Huida.
You see, the Slave Coast, in the case of Badagry, we are told, was responsible for at least 3 out of 10 slaves that led the shore of West Africa.
Did you hear that, people? So, Badagry, my hometown, responsible for 3 out of 10. Yes. Taken out of West Coast, 3 out of 10. So you people in the America, in the Portuguese, in the Europe, I mean, you're my brother. You're my brother, you're my sister, but you don't know it. You can trace your roots. You can come back home because you don't know home. You lost it long time ago. Not because of your fault, it's never your fault. But you know what? You can always come home. Try us. We are receptive. This is Badagry. This is where it all started. And you can also return back home to where it started because we have the land. We have the land. I will show you the waters where our ancestors were taken away from us to the point of no return. To the land of the unknown. And right here now, I'm telling you, you can come back home. Come back home, Badagry will receive you. I will receive you, AdejokeBadagry. I will receive you. Get in touch with me. We're still talking to Mr. Waku, but you know what? It's so sad, so annoying to think I have been to the Americas and I have worked there, I have lived there, and I have seen my sisters hating on sisters. I have seen my brothers hating on brothers. And we share the same blood, the same skin, the same color. And you're still hating on your sister, on your brother for no reason. We didn't sell you. We did not sell you. This happened centuries ago. Brother, sister, it happened centuries ago. It's never our fault. Let's stop this hate. Let love reign. Love will only reign if you come back to your roots. Love will only reign if you know your culture. Love will only reign if you know your heritage. And this is Badagry Heritage Museum. We're going to be showing you life, what you have not seen. I know you have heard of it. We have watched a movie called Roots. It's very, 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 very captivating. I mean, like, it showed us how it happened. There I tell you, I am on the soil of Badagry, where it all started in the West Coast. You know how that feels? You know what that feels? You know how it makes me feel? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so crazy that I know my sister. Permit me to mention my sister that I worked with, Katrina Johnson. You are loving. You are sweet. You are hardworking. But you are my sister. Perchance you are from Badagry. I do not know. But you know what? Badagry will welcome you. My sister Katrina Johnson, I know. And I can tell you how black was set on black in the America. We are set against each other. We are set to fight, to incriminate each other. Why? Tell me why. Can you answer that question? Tell me why we hate each other. I'm bringing you this today. It's not new, but I'm telling you, we can change the narratives. We can change it, and you can start loving me. I can start loving you because we share a common goal, love, as a common language in the whole wide world, whether white or black or green or blue. But today I'm talking to my sisters, black brothers, black children. I'm talking to you worldwide. Wherever you are, in the Brazil, in the Europe, in the Portugal, where are you? In America, in Florida, tell me where you are, in Minnesota, in Texas, in Baltimore, Maryland, or Maryland as a state, wherever you are, come home, visit, come home, and perhaps you can start a business with your heritage. Bring your resources. Let's build our motherland. This is motherland. This is motherland. We're selling back your motherland where it is free. You are out of bondage. Where it is free, you are so free. We have removed the shackles on your hands, the shackles on your neck, the shackles on your feet. We removed the shackles on your feet. From your feet, we removed it. And right now, we are telling you are free. Come back home, sisters. Come back home, brothers. Come back home, kids. Come back home, lovers. Friends of Africa, come back home. Let's talk again. We're going to round it up now with Mr. Misewaku telling us more about the slavery. Mr. Misewaku.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, slave trade eventually was abolished in Badagry in the year 1852. It was abolished 1852. So, but it still continued illegally until 1888 before it was finally abolished. So, there was, the treaty was signed between the Badagry chiefs and the British, representative of the British, government. So, but there is a particular clause in that agreement which stated that all the implements used during the slave trade should be destroyed. So that was when the slave port in Badagry was destroyed. That was when the slave port in Badagry was destroyed. You may wish to know that, you see, the slave port in Badagry came before the port in Ghana. That is Elmina Castle in Ghana. Because, you see, normally Elmina Castle was built as a storage for gold. It was not purposely built for slave, but the port in Badagry was built purposely for slave. So it was destroyed in 1852 after the treaty was signed. So, and other, cannons were buried. The slave market was pulled down so as to wipe off the record of evidence of slavery from Badagry. So the museum is seen as an attempt by the Lagos State government to recapture that history, so that that heritage will not be lost forever. We are not promoting hate, but you see, we want to keep this history to promote love, to promote harmonious coexistence among all races of the world. That? So the museum is divided into 9 galleries. We have the introduction gallery, we have the capsule gallery, we have the facilitator, we have the equipment, we have resistance and punishment, we have the industry gallery, we have the abolitionist gallery, and we have the Badagry gallery. In all, we have 9 galleries. So you may wish to go through it and see what we are talking about.
People, we're going to go into the museum now. We're going to go inside the museum and show you what we have there. Come with us.
My name is Peter Olaide Mesewaku, a staff of Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture. I am the curator of the Badagry Heritage Museum. So I want to welcome AdejokeBadagry and Badagry Online to the Badagry Heritage Museum. So you can come with me so that I will take you through the exhibition. Here. Yeah. So Badagry Heritage Museum was established in the year 2002 by Ashiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, former governor of Lagos State. So the museum is seen as a preservative measure taken by Lagos State government to preserve what was left of Badagry after the 1852 Abolition Treaty. You may wish to know that Badagry signed the Abolition Treaty in the year 1852, abolition slave trade in Badagry. So there is a particular clause in that agreement which stated that all the implements used during the slave trade should be destroyed forthwith. So personally, I felt it was an attempt by the British government to wipe off record or evidence of slave trade from Badagry. So the museum is an attempt by the Lagos State government to recapture that history, so that history will not be lost forever. So I think the objective is to promote the culture of harmonious coexistence among all races of the world. The museum is divided into 9 galleries. So let me take you through. So let's see the first gallery, which is the introduction part of the gallery. So here you can see we have a diagram showing us the map, because then it was referred to as the transatlantic slave trade, and some call it the triangular slave trade. It began around 1445 by the Portuguese, because then they were given the right by the Vatican to explore the west coast of Africa. You see, initially it was a site of gold and ivory, and probably to propagate Christianity. But one day arrived, few Africans were kidnapped, and they were taken to Lisbon in Portugal to serve as a proof to Sahel navigator who sponsored the exploration of West African coast, that they had actually crossed the Northern Africa to the West Africa. But right now they are people of very different colors. So when they arrived in Lisbon, they discovered that these people are very strong and they can easily adjust to any climatic condition. So that's why another idea occurred to them that they can equally trade on this, because they had initially tried the Red Indians, who were not as strong as the Africans. So that was how the trade, the transatlantic slave trade, began. You can see it's between 3 continents: Europe, Africa, and the Americas. So they travel all the way from Europe down to Africa, especially West Africa, with some of their manufactured goods. They came with gunpowder, iron barrels, and so on. It was a trade like barter. So they came to West Africa in exchange of slaves. So after this exchange, the slaves will be taken to West Indies, where we have the plantation. So they work on that plantation, planting crops like sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, and rice. And after harvesting it, all the raw material will still be returned to Europe and will be processed into a finished product to be returned to West Africa in exchange of more slaves. So you can see the movement here that takes a triangular form. So that's why it is often referred to as the triangular slave trade. So let's move to the next gallery. So we are in the second gallery of the museum, which is called the Capsule Gathering. So in it you can see we have objects and used during the transatlantic slave trade. You can see these are the neck chain. This is the leg chain. This is the ankle chain. So this one is for the female, while this other one is for the male. So oftentimes they were lined up in a single file. So this chain is hung on their neck. That's how they are being pulled from their place of captivity down to the slave market where they will be sold. But we are told that in each voyage, it is only between 30 and at most 50% that will make it alive to the slave market. Why? They were exposed to rain, they were exposed to sun, they were ill-fed, and oftentimes they were attacked by wild animals because they were not well protected. So and it's a journey that could take between 3, 4, 5 months before they arrive at their destination. So that is why oftentimes it is only between 30 and at most 50 that will make it alive to the slave market or their destinations. Over there we have the day gun that were exchanged for slaves then. And you can see those are the swords supplied by the Europeans to encourage intertribal war among the Africans. Because it was through that they were able to gather more slaves. So over here we have the branding system. In each, we could have 1 or 5 or 6 European slave merchants that came with the same ship, and they have all come to buy slaves. So in order to prevent any mix-up, they were branded on their back with red hot iron. They wrote their names and their nationalities on the back of the slave. If the slave merchant name is John, and if John was from England, they write John, England on the back of the slaves. And a lot of them died through this process. Why? But those ones were not treated. They were left to be healed naturally. So why some of them bled to death, some were infected with different diseases that were not treated. So you can see more of the plight of the African slaves over there. So over here we have those items that were used for exchange during the transatlantic slave trade. You can see the brass, the bronze, and the cowries, and these are liquor used in exchange of African slaves. So over here we have the broken pipe, also used as one of the items used in exchange of slaves during the transatlantic slave trade. So over here we have a picture of the slave market. Here we have our own, that is the artistic impression of the Plinketing slave market, one of the largest along the west coast of Africa, and it was established in the year 1502. And we are told that annually it's over 17,000 slaves that were sold at the Plinketing market. Over here you can see what the Africans were subjected to. So this is a slave market in Africa. The ladies were stripped almost naked and being inspected by European slave merchants before they were bought. So this is procession of captured slaves. So these are the normally being marched down to the slave market. So this is where they are normally being marched down to the slave market. So over here, this is the barracoon. Barracoon is in Portuguese, this means cell or jail. They were built along the Badagry Marina. It serves as a warehouse or store where slaves were normally kept while they are still waiting for the European customers to come. You can see more. This is the artistic impression here. So here, this is the slave market. The auctioning system in Europe, the slave goes to the highest. You can see here, a family is being sold here. A gang of 25C island, cotton and rice, negro. So they put up different adverts in their local tabloid. Marketing and creating awareness about the sales of these slaves. Here you can see they give their names and their capacity, what they can do. So this is Hannah. Hannah is 60 years of age and she's a very good cook. So they give all this information to entice the buyer. So here we have the facilitators. So though we have both the African and the European facilitators. So these are the European facilitators here. We have Felix de Souza, who dominated the trade for over 30 years. So this is John Hawkins, John Hawkins was the first English slave trader. So he came to Africa and returned with 300 slaves. Because of this feat, he was knighted by the Queen of England. So this is Henry, the navigator, the man who sponsored the exploration of West African coast. And that was how the idea of slave trade was actually conceived. So this is a grave of Farmer Gomez, the man who actually introduced the enterprise called slave trade to the people of Badagry. He died in the 16th century and was buried here in Badagry. So this is grave here, very close to the palace of Yaka of Badagry. This gallery is called the Resistance and Punishment gallery. You can see in it we have objects, we have pictures showing different types of punishment meted out on the African slave. And as well, we have pictures showing the resistance put up by the African descendants, because we are told that the struggle for abolition started right on the plantation when the slaves decided to take their destiny in their hands. Over there we have a dog catching a runaway slave. A dog catching in Europe, especially on the English and Spanish plantation, they had specially trained dogs, like a killer dog that they used in hunting down runaway slaves. Once they discovered that the slave has escaped, they let loose this dog and they were trained to go for their jugular, because the white man would prefer to have them dead rather than see them go alive. So the majority of those things that tried to escape were killed by this man-eater dogs. Over there we can see different types of punishment, different degree of punishment meted out on the African slave. You can see here, you can see what is happening here. A slave tied by one leg and his head down. So over here, it's a slave tied to a stake, stripped half naked, and then beaten by a fellow black man. You can see what is happening here also. Here also, a slave tied to a stake and being beaten by a white man. You can see more of the pictures over here. So now, the resistance, like I said, the struggle for abolition started on the plantation. When the slave decided, a popular one was led by a man called Susan Louverture in a place now called Haiti. And that date is being used as International Day for the Remembrance of Slave Trade and its abolition, because that was the first successful slave revolt in recorded history. And it took place in a place called Haiti, initially known as Santo Domingo. So after that, the news spread over all the plantation, and the slaves, others, on their different plantations, they were encouraged to fight for their freedom. So that was how we also have the Zumbi in Brazil, who was a free slave. So he created a colony for him, which lasted about 100 years. We also have the Maroon in Jamaica, who fought the British troop to a standstill, that they had to sit and agree on terms. So that was the kind of effort, the kind of fight put up by the Africans themselves to free themselves of the yoke of slavery.
Yes, sir. Africa is free.
Yes, sir.
We are free. Motherland. Come, people. Come to motherland. Come and invest. It is cool here. We have the land. We have the water. We are free. We are free. We are back to the basics. Back to the six. We got a freedom. 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 Freedom is so sweet, everybody. No longer enslaved. Look at my brother. Yeah. I love you, man. I love you. God bless your memory. God bless your memory. God bless your memory. You died for everybody. God bless your memory.
The death is not.
Oh my God, we are free. I'm free at last. I love freedom. From AdejokeBadagry and Badagry Online TV, Mr. Emmanuel Essien, Miss Nikki Maxwell. We want to say thank you to you people. We want to thank you for your time. We were brought to tears, but I know we are unbreakable. We are unbreakable. You can't break us. We are strong. We are Africa. Africa, my Africa. 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 Strong. 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 Unbendable. Unbreakable. You know, you can't break us. We are unbreakable. No matter what, we continue to stand. And we stand tall. We stand tall. AdejokeBadagry is saying thank you to you. Wherever you are, my friend, this is for you. And I'm going to tag you. And I love you. Katrina Johnson, I love you. I love working with you. You're still my sister. I love you. Come home. Bring your resources. I'll give you land here. I'll do everything you need. Anybody you want to come back home, contact AdejokeBadagry. Go to www.adejokebadagry.com.ng or call me on +234 91 359 73008. Once again, go to AdejokeBadagry, www.adejokebadagry.com.ng. We have our YouTube, we have our Facebook, we have our website, and you can also reach us on +234 for people in diaspora. +234 91 359 73008. Ẹ kàn sí wa. Àwa ni Agbódegbẹ́yọ̀ ní Badagry, Badagry Online TV, AdejokeBadagry. Àwa là ń polówó ìlú wa, a nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìlú wa lọ́kàn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá mi wo Mr. Emmanuel, ẹ gbé kámẹ́rà, ẹ wo Mr. Emmanuel SCN. Àwọn tí ń ṣe ká tó dé iṣẹ́ takuntakun ni. Ẹ bá mi wo Miss Nikki Maxwell. Ẹ bá mi wo. They love Badagry. We love Badagry. We love what we do. Badagry is opening up, and we say, come and support us. Join us in this fight. Join us. We love you people. Come here. It is so peaceful here. It's so serene here. We are surrounded by aquatic splendor. Ẹja tútù la máa ń jẹ o. Àwa ò jẹ ẹja tó ti kú. Ẹja tútù ni gbogbo nǹkan wa. Fresh, fresh, fresh. We love you. We love you. We love you. Mwah! Bye.